If you notice, this has to do with the disturbance. It's already in equilibrium. You disturb it, then it's accelerating. So the acceleration is resulting out of the disturbance. Are we together? Yes. Acceleration force is equal to restoring force. Action is equal to reaction. Are we together? So using this expression, you can then come up with your equation of motion. I will talk a bit about convention again. Convention. What is our convention? Downwards is positive. Upwards is negative. That's our convention. What is downwards? Is the force, displacement, velocity, acceleration. Any of those vector quantities downwards is positive. Any of those quantities upwards, negative. Are we together?
Yes.
Right. So, in this case, if this thing, we are disturbing it, that means we are giving it an acceleration downwards. Right? In other words, we move it by x downwards. And because of this x downwards, I'm sure we still know that we have our what? X, that's our displacement. Displacement. Then velocity is the rate of change of x with time, which we can write, that's the velocity. And finally, acceleration. That's the rate of change of velocity with time. Okay? So if we move it like that, then it has an acceleration in that direction. And because of the acceleration, there is the acceleration force. F is equal to ma. This is Newton's law, ne? I'm trying to recap a number of things, just throwing them and throwing them and throwing them. This is Newton's law. Written more properly, like that. The sum of forces will result in mass times acceleration. Are we together? We are familiar with this expression, eh?
Yes.
How do we use this? We look at all the forces operating in the system and we find the resultant force. That resultant force is going to give us mass times acceleration of the system. Are we together? Right. So, coming back now to our expression for this system, acceleration force is equal to ma, which is equal to m. That's the acceleration force. Are we together? Mass times acceleration. Then restoring force is the force in the spring. In this case, we only have this spring as the restoring element. So when you pull it down, the spring pulls it.